Good morning, everybody. Dwayne Lazard, Triple Nickel Trapper, January 23rd. And it's been snowing, and that doesn't help a lot. I'm gonna go dig my traps out every morning, and we're looking at probably 3 more inches of snow before it stops. But I decided I'm gonna take you around my line that's not at my house, just to show you what I got out. Okay, here's the bait station. I built that up with the trees and a little bit of straw. I opened the traps up. As you can see, I got a stepping stick here so they step over, but I cannot keep the bloody magpies out of there, and I don't think they're heavy enough to fire one of those number 3s, coil springs. So yeah, I will leave that like it is. And I got a few boxes and a fisher trap. Just check it out. I've been having this little box robbed every night. Something pretty smart in there. And they were in there last night again. Looks like a weasel. I can see his tracks today. Hope you can see that. He never fired the traps. So I'm going to check if there's bait left. Yeah, it's still bait in there. Good. Cover that up so they don't see those triggers as easily. Huh. That's really funny that he would go in there and not steal the bait or fire a trap. Maybe he's just messing with me. Oh well. We'll keep moving on. Looks like he was in there eating muskrat last night in my big bait station too. And right here I got another little one. And he ain't touching that either. He hasn't even been up there. I still see the bait in there. You might remember this place. This is that beaver pond that was in my first upload on Triple Nickel Trapper. I got a fisher set here. Lately the weasels have just been going up and feeding on the bait, but it doesn't look like anything was up here. Got a Belial 220 on there. And I got one more up here. And I had a mink checking this one out the other day, but he wouldn't go in. And I can see by the tracks nobody went in last night. That's all right. Make that a little more inviting. All right. It's a beautiful day, -8. I just wish it would stop snowing. It makes it nice for finding new tracks, but I gotta dig my traps out every day. That freezing rain the other day was a real pain in the butt. Okay, I'm gonna shut you off and we'll get to the next bush. I'll see you in a couple minutes. Well, we're at our next bush here. Oh, look at that. See, the dogs were out last night, but they did not follow my trail in. They just went down the road. Oh well. Still go in and check. Oh no, there's dog tracks in there. Weasel. Oh yeah. There's bunny rabbit tracks. That's nice to see things were moving anyway. My first little cubby here. Doesn't look like anything's found it yet. Oh no, wait a minute. There's weasel tracks there. They found it. He was right on top of it. Let's just check. Maybe the bait's even gone. No, it's in there. Got a muskrat in there. Excuse me. Okay, I got a couple snares down here. Power rounds. This one got turned. A bunny rabbit hit it. Okay, we'll just fix that up a bit. There we go. Step through. Yeah, just bunnies. Nothing past here. Lots of bunnies here. I think with all these bunnies there'd be dogs in here chasing them, but there is a lot of mice this year too, and coyotes will feed on those if they can. Same as fox. One little snare here and nothing but a mouse trail across there. They got to kind of jump through there, so it's a good one. Oh well, I guess we'll move on to the next bush. We got 2 more bushes to check, so I'd like to say a special hi to my 2 biggest fans, who might also be my 2 smallest fans. Hi, Chase and Bentley. I was talking to their dad, my friend Mike Popick, and he said that whenever he plays my video, they come running. They recognize my voice, and he catches them playing Trapper and arguing about who gets to be Trapper Lazar, and I think that's just funny. Very flattering. So hi, Chase and Bentley. I hope we catch something today for you guys. Well, we still got traps to go, so as long as there's 1 trap left, you got a chance. All right, I'll turn us back on at the next bush. All right, we're out at this next bush. You guys will remember this one. My track is covered right in with snow again, but I see some fresh tracks up here, I think. No, this mine from yesterday. Oh no, there's coyote right there. Bunnies. Lots of bunnies crossing here. I do not see where that coyote went. There's so much rabbit and whatnot to eat out here. I see that first snare is in touch, so I'm not going in there. I'll cross through this little fence I made. The bunny went through here. Absolutely nothing on that big bait yet. No point in setting traps if they're not coming there. Nothing in that rat trap. I had a squirrel in there the other day. And yesterday I had a flying squirrel right here. And he pulled the trap right out of the tree, and I see the weasels are going through here. Yeah, they went right in this box. Oh, still bait though. A little frozen down. Make it a little harder for them to see the trigger. Oh yeah, they were in here hard last night. And I see why. They're climbing up here and feeding on that bait. I had trouble with that on my fisher sets at Bougie ravine, so I set 5 weasel traps there. That's our next stop. Oh yeah, right up the tree. That's all right. Sooner or later, they'll mess up. And that trap's still set. Yeah, nothing down this trail except me. Look at that little weasel went in there too. All over the place here. Everywhere but on top. And there's still a nice big piece of bait in there. So he'll be back. Yeah, they're all over in here. That's it for tracks though. Got one more power ram up here. The one the deer keep kicking over. And it's still set up. You won't be able to see it, but trust me, it's still set up there. I don't want to get too close and spook anything that walks through there. Well, it's a good thing I'm getting exercise because I'm not getting anything else today. Yeah, lots of little weasels. I'm going to walk in there and take a peek because I think they're all over this rock pile. I usually set up right in here. Oh yeah, they were in here hard last night. Oh well, I guess we'll go. We got about 7 more traps at Bougie's to check, so we'll get out there. I actually had one of my conifers in my cubby at my house there sprung yesterday, and today when I checked them, I was kind of anticipating a couple fox. They followed my trails and jumped right through my Coyote rams, right through the loop. Oh well. Maybe I'll tighten those loops up and try and catch those fox. Yeah, absolutely nothing through here but bunnies. All right. Oops. We'll see you at the next one. All right, I'm at Bougie's ravine. Took me a bit to walk in here. Snow is pretty deep. Here's one of my fisher traps. Yesterday when I rolled up, it had weasel all over it, so I see they were playing around here, but they didn't take the bait. I got one more fisher trap up here, and there's 4 little conifers set up for weasel. Nothing fancy, just see the water's running over top of the ice. There's one there and nothing touched it. Tough slugging in here. We gotta drive the truck in up to the doors with snow too. One here did not set off. Something hit it, but well, isn't that something? Huh. Little weasel hit that. I'm going to shut you off and reset this. I'm going to have to change it a bit. Hang on. Alright, it's reset there. I'm not knowing why that didn't catch him. Oh well. Hopefully he'll come back. Alright, keep moving. I see my next fisher set up there. Should be 2 more conifers before there. It's a good thing I can see my tracks in here, or I might forget where they were. That got hit too. Huh. They're so small they can miss those jaws. I'll reset this one too. At least they're on them. I changed that one just a wee bit. See the stick underneath it running this way right here? Just to pop it up. Hopefully they'll grab that again. This time maybe we'll catch them. Okay, we're getting close here. Just up ahead out there on the open ice, you can see through the V there. There's a moose kill there. The wolves drove him out on the ice and killed him and tore him to pieces. I'm not going to walk up there because I've had enough exercise for one day. And nothing here. Stunk out today. Fisher trap. And they were up on here yesterday, the weasels, so I just set that like that. Nothing touched it. I see weasel tracks everywhere I look almost, so they're all over. I know they're climbing these trees and feeding on these baits. This one's muskrat. The last one was fish. I see we're over 15 minutes now, so I think I'll call that a show. Stunk out, but like I say, at least I got exercise. Okay, everybody, keep moving forward. I'll see you next time.